Oh, that's so cool. The capes with the like the night sky on the inside. Oh, that's so cool.
Yo, if we get to 100,000 subscribers by the time the year is over, I will shave my beard off and wear no do-rag for 3 entire months.
Oh, this is the first time I'm watching a NECRIT video. You guys have been dropping it in the comment section of the League of Legends cinematics video, the first League of Legends cinematics video. More to come. Appreciate all love you guys have been showing on the video, by the way, all the comments. And you guys have been recommending me to watch this playlist. It's the first video. The World of Riot's MMO is already done. By the way, yeah. I'm playing that when that drop, by the way. I'm playing that 1,000,000%. I'm on that grinding the second it drop. Yeah, we're gonna check out this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more League of Legends, potentially League of Legends content. If you guys are into ARCANE, I'm watching the finale soon as well. I have ARCANE reactions on the channel as well somewhere. But yeah, man. First NECRIT video. The World of Riot's MMO is already done. Let's get into it.
In the past, MMOs were regarded as...
I'm sorry, I didn't expect them to talk like that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, that caught me to... Whoa. That's not mean. Whoa. That's not being mean. It was just unexpected, bro. Hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even say it was bad or good, or I didn't even say it was bad. It's funny. It is funny.
The godfathers of games. They were the peak of what developers could accomplish. Even though, looking back, that's a fairly subjective thing to say. Everyone knew MMOs had the power to create cult following, but also
love MMOs. Yeah,
making MMOs was hard. On average, an MMO has to spend at least 6 years in the baking before it can get anywhere near being good.
By the way, how many people watching this video are gonna play Ashes of Creation? when that comes out in like 2032.
Didn't stop companies from jumping onto the bandwagon anyway. And soon we could see dozens of new MMOs, all releasing in 2008. All being called the WoW killers. Spoiler alert, none of them did that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we can feel the ripple effect.
Never played WoW, by the way. Never played that.
It got to a point where every time a new MMO is announced, we all think the same thing.
WoW killer, yeah.
Oh. Anyway, when you're working on an MMO, you have to respect 3 pillars. Gameplay is king, social interactions matter, and the world setting is important.
Valid.
When Riot announced their MMO, it became clear that 2 of the pillars are being respected, and the third one is already done. When it comes to the gameplay, it is currently in the hands of Ghostcrawler.
I am interested in the entire League lore, though.
And someone who got a reputation for
especially after
hating
ARCANE
and loving mages. When it comes to the social interactions, it is a dance between the developers and the players. A dev can guide players towards social interactions. Or they can annihilate them. And after that...
annihilate them. Maybe, hopefully, like I'll become like at least like solidly versed in League of Legends lore before the MMO come out, man, you know? So maybe like some things that will be in the game, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that, I'll be
players
knowledgeable.
Find their own fun inside the MMO. From that point on, the devs should do everything in their power to support the players having fun in their own way.
Yeah.
And finally, when it comes to the world of an MMO,
plenty of time.
In Riot's case...
Yeah, how long y'all think this is going to take? Wait, how long? Yeah, I'm about to say, how long do y'all think this is going to take to come out, though? I know it wasn't that long before it was announced, but, which I like ballpark it. Yeah, maybe. I don't think y'all could.
For quite a few years now.
Should be done by 2050.
In fact, the world of Riot's MMO is in such a good state. They already have the continents,
official map using 3D models of the cities from Legends of Runeterra. Oh.
And to a lesser degree, every zone already has
did say at least
storyline.
6 years. Yeah.
Now, of course, unless you follow the lore of League of Legends, you wouldn't know about this. And that's why I decided to make this video. I want to show you all the zones we are going to see in the MMO.
Oh, damn, that's tough.
Quests 8 years maybe. To do there.
So 30.
For
so
the
drop it on
purpose of this
2030.
Video, I will assume you have no idea what League of Legends is about.
Yes,
you
I know
have
nothing.
no idea what the universe is about.
No, nothing.
But you like MMOs.
Yes,
your
I do.
hairline is receding, and
a little
you have
bit.
a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
Wait, hold on, bro. Yo, 2 out of 3 of those things was actually pretty fucking solidly. How'd you know that, bro? Nah, how'd you know my shit was kind of going back a little bit? Y'all watched I looked at an old picture from 2022, man. It was with my brothers. Yo, what the fuck? Yeah. That's some bullshit, dog. I swear this is some bullshit, dog. I can't believe this is happening to me. This can't be happening.
To which I might add, why do you think I'm wearing hats? But now, without further ado,
It's not why I'm wearing 2 rags. No, no, it's not. No. God damn, no.
let's have a look at all the zones in Riot's MMO.
No.
This
Nuh-uh.
is Runeterra.
Piltover
the
and
world
Zon,
of
I know
League of
that.
Legends. Right now, the world is separated into 10 main regions. But
Damn.
these 10 regions
People,
don't cover
I hear
all
people
the
talk
land
about
on the map,
Noxus.
so there are some mini zones
A lot.
in between them.
Dang,
And
Shurima big as hell.
revealed that there is
Oh, that wasn't in one of the trailers. Shurima. Oh yeah, big as shit. Big ass desert area, bro. God damn.
gonna be another continent
Dang, Piltover and Zon, tiny as hell.
further to the east. That definitely sounds like a future expansion to me. In fact, it would be foolish to release all of these regions at launch. You can easily turn half of these into separate expansions.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people
Wait, that would be
already know
crazy.
and love these regions, the hype behind these expansions would be big. With that said, I know a lot of you would like to play as Shurimans or Ionians.
Ooh.
And now you may be cursing me for suggesting that these would be expansions. But the lore can justify giving you these nations as playable races without having their regions. I'll show you how Riot can pull this off in a bit. First, let's talk about the regions Riot's MMO has to start with. The Northern Continent. This entire continent is called Valorant.
Valorant. Is that where you guys said like the big the big polar bear god that chucks lightning and stuff? Is that like where he from or where they're from? Yeah, I see snow, so I'm just assuming big polar bear guy. Valorant. By the way, people in chat in a comment, I saw a comment saying that's not. Y'all called him Volley or something like that, and that's not Volley or something. I don't know.
Not Valorant, Valorant. And this is where the absolute core of this world is. The 2 main regions here are Demacia and Noxus. They are the 2 big rivals equivalent to the Horde and the Alliance. While I would like to say that Demacia is your classic normie human region, it's not really true. Runeterra doesn't really have a normal place. There is something cool happening in every region. And Demacia has racism. Okay, maybe not race.
Why didn't you say that anytime sooner, man? Hell yeah, bucko. Hold on, man. Let me sum right up. What?
Racism because Demacia doesn't mind Yordles or Minotaurs.
Oh, what the hell is a
maybe not
Yordle?
racism because Demacia doesn't mind Yordles.
Oh, that's goddamn adorable. Look at her little hammer. Look at her little hammer. Look at the little girl. It's adorable. Wait, they racist to this little thing, man? People would be racist to this little Oh.
Or Minotaurs, but they really hate mages. That's because in the past, their rivals almost annihilated half of the world using magic. And so Demacia was built inside a magic-absorbing forest. Therefore, Demacia is a really cool place where you can hide from magic. When it comes to the visuals of the zone, you can see a lot of lush fields, it is surrounded by mountains, but the iconic part of Demacia are the buildings. They are made of petricite, which is a combination of stone and the magic-absorbing wood. Because these ancient magic-absorbing trees were grey, all the buildings have a marble-like appearance. And
very
yes,
shiny,
even
very
what material
white.
they are using, all the buildings in Demacia also absorb magic.
Oh,
so
damn.
should a mage visit this region, let's just say it's gonna be a painful experience.
GG for him.
On top of this, let's not forget
that I know they got slurs for him. What are the mage slurs? What did the Demacia be calling the mages, man? What they be calling them? Yeah.
that Demacians can weaponize petricite. They can turn it into petricite steel, which gives you your classic anti-magic weapons, and you can sculpt petricite constructs which wake up after absorbing magic. Simply said, these guys just really don't like magic. The irony is, they've been absorbing it for years now. And this is where the story would kick in. You see, the Demacians are so afraid of magic, they founded the Mage Seeker Order. This is an order of people who hunt mages, they throw them into prison, and they torture them until their body gives up on magic. So yes, being a mage is a crime in Demacia. The thing is, people still get naturally born with magical abilities. You can't stop it from happening. So not only are there mages hiding in the royal court,
Oh,
right
damn,
now, there is a
mages
mage
amongst
civil
them.
war happening
In the
in
royal
Demacia,
court,
where
too.
mages and people who don't hate mages rise up to fight for moral rights. So should we do some quests in this zone?
Not the little
this
baby.
is gonna be the core story. Mages
Fucking
trying to overthrow
sparklies.
racist leadership following old laws. So the main enemy NPCs might be mages and witches. But I know what you're thinking now.
I don't wanna be on that
don't
side.
Don't worry. There will be plenty of boars to kill here too. Or at least there are loads of wolves here as well as stags. And we can't forget the iconic Demacian raptors.
What the
But
hell is
further to the
that?
south, we and we can't forget the
Demacian
iconic Demacian.
raptors? It looked like a fusion of a dragon and an owl, bro. That shit looks or eagle, kind of with the head. That looks so cool.
Raptors. But further to the south, we might find some crag beasts, tiny woolly elephants, and
look at the little
yes,
elephant!
of course, in the Argent Mountains
Let's
there
kill
are
it.
also dragons.
Oh
Loads
shit!
and loads of dragons.
Oh
But
shit!
that's about it for Demacia. Fun fact:
Demacia is
the
lit.
capital city of Demacia is called the Great City of Demacia.
The Great
Sounds
City of
dumb, but
Demacia.
Runeterra was not the first one to come up with this. But thankfully, the other regions are a bit more creative with their names. So now, let's move away from the normie region and let's have a look at the badass region.
Badass?
Noxus.
Wait,
If you're planning on
badass?
playing a warrior with oversized
Oh,
weapons
shit.
and overcompensating
Oh
rough
hell
hair,
yeah! That's
this is the
me.
region for you.
My hairline receding. I gotta
This
take it
place
out.
actually
Yeah,
has
I gotta make a
long and
big.
badass history.
And they're gonna have a long, luscious head of hair that goes down to my ankles, and a braid, and a beard long as well too, braided too.
But we really don't have the time to explain it now.
Wait, and Bess is
So
from
just
Nox-
know that
and Bess is from
originally
Noxus.
It was built by the most badass
What?
warrior in the history of Runeterra. This motherfucker literally
What
died
the
on a mountain of
fuck?
corpses. And after he
looks
died, he was too
insane.
angry to stay dead, so he just became the god of the underworld.
Oh,
When
that's
this
so
guy
tough.
lived, he
That's so
built the
tough.
Immortal Bastion, which is to this day
The
the
Immortal
largest structure on
Bastion.
the entirety of Runeterra. And
The
currently
Immortal
he is banished
Bastion.
underneath the Immortal Bastion, but only a few people know about it. So, you know, that's a future raid.
Question: what are y'all getting? What are y'all? We're like are like the lore for is like lore for every single like character and stuff? Is that like within like the League of Legends game itself, or is it like pieces on like a website or something that you guys have to read up on, or like there's the lore and stories on the site? Oh, okay, so they're released on like on like wikis and stuff. Okay, I see. Damn, bro. Because I mean, I'm thinking about all this stuff, and it's like, damn. I mean, good thing is it's an MMO that's actually dropping, but I was like, damn, bro. Like to experience like some of this stuff like in a game setting will be like ideal. Like it would be so tough, you know. I mean, I guess like we have ARCANE, which is good, and like future stories that would be told through like in the TV show setting, which would be actually potentially ideal. Actually ideal, yeah. Animation style and all that, yeah. That's actually ideal, but video game would be dope.
Anyway, the
Has voice
Immortal
lines added to
Bastion is the
lore?
capital
Oh.
city of the Noxian Empire, with Noxus being one of the most brutal nations in Runeterra. It is brutal because the nation is surrounded by rocky earth. It is hard to grow plants here. So Noxians are forced into conquering surrounding land for resources to
Damn.
survive.
Who's
That's
joining
why
Noxus,
when
man?
you go
Who's
to the
spawning
map,
a-
you
who's
can
spawning a nigga
notice
from
that
Noxus?
The Noxian territory is all over the place. It's because these are all the places Noxus has already conquered. Although, when I say it like that, you may imagine Noxus brutally raiding everything. But that's not true. They like to absorb the surrounding
Damn,
nations
baddie.
into their empire. After all, it's just more human resources. Most of the time, they only remove the royalty and they let the leaderless people join their empire. And that's because Noxus values strength above all. And rulers tend to not be good fighters. This is what you can see in the After Victory cinematic.
Fuck.
They killed the king because he was weak and let everyone else join them. Fun fact, conquering nations is so iconic for Noxus they have their own saying. Kill them until they are family. So when it comes
Hey, hold on, that's tough though, but yo, that's kind of psychotic, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. What That's kind of psychotic. That's tough, but like, yo, that's fucking psychotic, buddy. That's psychotic.
It is most likely going to be helping the Empire.
Nah, that shit is hard, though. That shit is hard.
Although
for
this
sure.
region has its own unique enemies too. Inside the Immortal Bastion, there is a cult known as the Black Rose.
She could take
This
control of my
cult is
mind.
connected to the darkest of magics. So be ready to fight Hemomancers, witches, demons, and the Grey Legion, which is an army of soldiers.
That thing seems familiar from one of the trailers, I think. My headphones is dying. Hold on. Oh, that was the Black Rose? I didn't notice. Hold on. Damn. Noxus seems lit. Actually, I do remember them mentioning that, actually. In the Arcane. I think Mbessa was talking about it. Did it turn on?
Soldiers revived with blood magic to fight for the Empire again. And when it comes to collecting 10 bear asses, here we have the native Drakehounds and Buzzards.
What the hell?
Now,
that's so
Noxus
cool.
and
I want that as a
Demacia
mount.
are the main rivals here. Both of them are also constantly repelling raids from the north.
Oh,
So now, let's have a look at the
Freljordians.
Just like pretty much any region on Runeterra,
on.
Freljord has a long history.
I feel like
But for the
Freljordians
purpose of this video,
is about to
just
like
know
convince
that
me.
the maddening old gods known as the Watchers of the Void, who want to devour the entire reality only because it keeps waking them up, once tried to breach into reality here. They almost succeeded because they tricked the Ice Witch
she
Lissandra
looks
into helping them.
tough.
Fortunately, she realized how wrong she was, and she managed to freeze half of the kingdom with the Watchers still beneath them.
Damn.
So these days, the Ice Witch is the only person holding back the end of reality by keeping the Watchers frozen. So at some point in the future, you bet one of these woken up frozen Watchers is gonna be a raid boss. Now, when it comes to the NPCs, this is where things get diverse. First of all, remember that the Freljord is brutally cruel. Everything is frozen, and survival is everything. So the first enemy here would be the wildlife. From Rhymefangs to Yetis, to Druvasks, to Elnuks, to Mammoths, to the worst of them all, Boros.
What?
Next, we are going to fight the Freljordians themselves.
Was that a funny joke that
There
I don't know
are
about?
3 main tribes here. The Avarosans,
I do like
who are
Vikings,
quite
man.
peaceful, the Winter's Claw, who are quite brutal, and the Frostguard, Lissandra's followers who hold back the Watchers. And let me tell you, these guys have some badass armor. Among the
Frostguard looks
tribes, there are
tough.
also the Ursine, which are shamans who worship the Volibear.
Oh,
the
Volibear!
primal god
Oh
of the
my
wild,
god!
who slowly turns his
Volibear art
worshippers
looks so tough!
into twisted animalistic monstrosities.
My god.
Speaking of which, yes, there are also the primal gods of Freljord.
I remember seeing that dude,
And
man.
finally, we need to
Heimeldonger,
talk about
as
the
Wavy said.
Iceborn. When the Watchers tried to arrive here, they tainted the ice around them. This special ice is called the True Ice. And it is so dangerous, you literally die if you touch it. However, the Watchers also tainted some people, giving them the ability to touch the ice. It is still extremely painful for them to hold a true ice weapon, but at least they can survive it. These people are known as the Iceborn. But people were not the only things that were tainted. There are also ice trolls, some of whom are also
Okay, he looked
Iceborn.
pretty cool.
To be honest,
Ice
these
trolls.
guys were made to have their own dungeon. But there are also some animals that were twisted by the
Ooh, that
Watchers.
looked cool
And
as
Lissandra
fuck.
is even
Damn.
twisting some beings herself to make them serve her. So overall, Freljord is gonna have a lot of cool warriors,
We beating Lissandra
shamans,
ass.
and horrors.
We're beating Lissandra
So this
ass.
would be the 3 regions on the main continent. But this place
Nah,
is
they
actually
did that selling me on the game. Like the world itself already sounded like interesting, but like he's like, you know, this guy right here, he's expanding my mind, and I really want this goddamn game to come out already. Yeah, give me the fucking game now. Give me the game. I want it. I want to play it now, please, for the love of God.
actually so big it can easily make the base world of the game. Especially since there are a bunch of smaller regions in between them. There is NECRIT.
All right. If this was the case and this was the base game map and stuff like that, where y'all landing, bro? Fortnite, where y'all landing? Demacia, Noxus, or Freljord? Noxus sounds tough, but Demacia got racism. Nox for sure. Nox is a Freljord, for real? Damn. But what about the racism though? Yeah, Noxus does sound dope. Like I'll probably lean towards Noxus. Oh, Polar Bear Mountain does sound pretty nice. I could do that anywhere. Hey Ton, what's going on, man? Passive over now, about to start my archery class. Oh my god. Buddy's in archery. It's crazy.
Especially since there are a bunch of smaller
Damn, we got no
regions in
racists. Guess I
them.
gotta step
There
up.
is Nokmerge, full of witches, Argent Mountains with their
Whoa.
dragons,
With dragon?
Doggo with
Oh.
void monsters,
The hell?
Dalamore Plains with him, and so much void monsters.
Fuck is that?
Dalamore Plains with him.
What the hell is that? What is this thing? Bro, ew. Wait, this is a Yordle? What, on crack? What a goddamn, bro. This Yordle just addicted to fentanyl, bro. God, bro.
And so much more. But from here, you can cleverly set up the expansions because of how well everything is interconnected. So now, let's have a look at the continent to the east called Ionia. Ionia has a very close connection to Noxus. You can only guess why. It's because Noxians once tried to conquer it all during an event simply called the Invasion of Ionia. This was a
But they
horrible
failed on
war
that,
full
though.
of using children as soldiers because
Oh my God.
Noxians thought Ionians wouldn't fight back against children. And chemical weapons. Lots and lots of chemical
Oh
weapons.
my goodness.
Speaking of which,
He's also
remember
showing a comic, bro? Like, there's a comic that got a story written and stuff for all this stuff, bro? Did he say the Noxians? They thought the Noxians wasn't gonna...
because Noxians thought Ionians wouldn't fight back against children.
Oh, Noxians had the children soldiers. Oh, shit. We evil for real.
And chemical weapons. Lots and lots of chemical weapons. Speaking of which, remember Singed from ARCANE?
Yeah, Singed.
He's the guy who chemically devastated Ionia.
Oh,
Eventually,
fuck.
Noxus failed, but they kept their small controlled territories. So the first quest here could
Oh,
be simply
and
boarding a
that's-
ship, sailing over, and exploring the place for the Noxian Empire. Now, when it comes to Ionia itself, the place gets mystical. Everything here is alive and connected to the spirit of nature. And I mean everything, from the animals to the people to the buildings. Everything is alive. So if
That's
you
weird.
anger Mother Nature, your house can twist and strangle you in your sleep.
Oh
so
my
you
God.
can only imagine how Mother Nature fought against Noxians.
But, oh, so
Usually,
that's
a
probably
river came
why...
alive to
Okay.
drown them.
So that's probably why they survived then, is because I guess they have Mother Nature on their side.
That's why all the buildings here look like they were woven from wood. It's because they were. With nature
They
magic,
were.
people let nature build their houses. It also means that sometimes your
Like the
house
little
can just
walk
away.
away. My
When
house
it
can
comes to
just
the
walk
NPCs
away. I'll be
here,
mad as
obviously,
shit.
There is gonna be a lot of nature spirits. And a lot more of simply mystical animals. From giant flying tigers.
Ooh, wait, that looks cool as fuck. Oh, that looks so dope. Wait, Joe, you play League? You versed in the League world?
Tigers to the never-ending story. But
What the fuck is that?
giant flying tigers to the never-ending
What the fuck? That looks so cool.
story. But be ready to also face local Ionians, Blade Masters, Shadow Cultists, Murderers, and Ninjas. Both good
You can't tell me that's not Sub-Zero. You can't tell me that's not Sub-Zero. You actually cannot tell me that's not Sub-Zero, bro.
bad, and the in-between. But finally, there is also one more enemy that we could face.
Oh, back in the day?
furries.
What?
That's
What? Oh, that's where this she from? What?
right.
Furries.
This race is known as the Vastaya. They are half humans and half magical animals. And yes, canonically, the species was
I mean...
born in exactly the way you are thinking. But to be fair, the Vastaya are quite cool and they are definitely gonna be a playable race. Just like Yordles, who also like Ionia a lot. Lastly, after Noxians ravaged Mother Nature, demons started occupying all the places filled with misery and doubt. So that's gonna be a nice bonus enemy. So yes, the exploration of Ionia and the raid on the Shadow Order could be a really cool first expansion. But it's definitely not Riot's only option, because we can also go south to Piltover and Zone.
Wait, hold on. Wait, whoa. Riot actually put out a release year for the MMO? It says 2026. Pushed back till 2028. It was just pushed back. So they just said it was just pushed back. Why? So y'all don't. Okay, so there is no. Why y'all saying 2028 though? Where did the 2028 come from? Cope. Ah, I see. I'm well versed in that.
These are the ones people will know about, simply because this is where Arcane took place. Piltover and Zone are two massive cities located one above the other. And they are so massive they could easily be turned into their own playable zones. They are both focusing on futuristic technology powered up by magic of the Hextech gemstones.
Hextech!
Using this magic, they can power up anything
Piltover!
from guns to augmented limbs to vehicles. Visually, it is simply futuristic
cool,
Victorian era.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there wouldn't be much of enemy variety. We would likely fight the rich houses of Piltover and their deadly assassins, with the occasional thief on the streets, corrupt wardens,
Enforcers,
and the occasional rogue steam golem. But things get a bit more interesting in the undercity known as Zone. Zone is the dirty underbelly covered in thick toxic smoke. Because the majority of people are poor here, they developed a cheaper alternative to Hextech called Chemtech. This artificial green stuff can power up cheaper limb replacements, as well as highly unstable weaponry. Zone is also controlled by the Cam Barons, which are obviously gonna be the main enemy here. But on the side, we may also
oh my god, she looks amazing. She'd probably look better butt naked. I'm sorry.
some chemical mutants,
Oh god.
unstable constructs, as well as some mass murderers
Singed?
and people who hunt down mass murderers. And funnily enough, at the very bottom of Zone itself, there are the hidden ruins of an ancient city full of traps. That is obviously gonna be a cool dungeon. So yes, there is not much more that I can add here. Piltover and Zone were simply explored in Arcane. So if you like the series, you are gonna like this place. From here, we can travel further south.
Shuri!
Shurima used to be a massive empire that ruled the world. But after the emperor got betrayed by his best friend, the entire empire collapsed. This region is a massive desert
we watched
with
like
the
3
occasional
trailers on
city
Shurima.
near a river. In the center of the region, there is the Sun Disk, a colossal piece of star metal that has the power to reflect
Star
celestial
metal?
magic.
What?
The Shurimans use this celestial magic to turn
Oh,
their
that looks
best
cool.
soldiers into the Ascended, also known as the
Oh.
Golden God Warriors. However, these God Warriors wouldn't make a great enemy here. That's because
Race?
after the Emperor had died, the Ascended started fighting for leadership. And slowly, after learning how to use Ascended, started fighting for leadership. And slowly, after learning how to use blood magic to gain the edge, they morphed their own bodies and became the Darkin.
What
Twisted,
the hell?
blood-frenzied monsters that would certainly make really cool raid bosses. Besides this ancient evil, Shurima is also full of its own animals, raiders, dune
Ooh.
scavengers,
Ooh.
and on top of all of that, void creatures.
What the
That's
fuck
because
is
to the
that?
south, there used to be a kingdom known as Ikathia that wanted to destroy the Shuriman Empire.
Ashes of Creation get any in-game footage or just content? Wait, nigga, Ashes of Creation Alpha, I'm pretty sure is going on still, or maybe it ended soon, something like that. But Alpha 2 is going on right now, or something like that. Or you got like a lot of info already out.
Oh, they asked the Watchers for help. You can imagine how that went. The Watchers sent through some void beasts that consumed Ikathia and polluted Shurima to this day. To fight back the void, Shurima does have a lot of hidden tombs around with hidden God Warrior weapons. Not to mention that Shurima also has a circle of
Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good heavens. Oh. Oh. Bad. These.
Time mages who are trying to freeze the void in time. Now, as I mentioned near the beginning of the video, even if Shurima becomes an expansion, they can still easily make Shurimans a playable race because they are already connected to Noxus. As you can see, of course, Noxians already conquered part of Shurima.
Oh, part of
some
Shurima. Oh,
Shurimans
damn.
are fighting for Noxus. Also, as a cool fact, for those of you who liked Arcane, Hex Crystals are harvested in Shurima. That's why a
Hex
Shuriman
Crystals
expansion
over
would be
there.
a great follow-up to Piltover and Zone. And again, that's why Riot can easily turn only the northern continent into the base
Into the base,
world.
yeah, okay.
Anyway,
But he's cooking right now, bro. He's cooking. He's been in that goddamn kitchen so long.
going west from Shurima, we arrive at Mount Targon. This place is
Ooh,
incredibly
Mount
unique.
Targon.
First of all, this mountain
Oh
is not
my
natural.
God.
It was literally pulled up from the ground
looks
by
beautiful.
celestial gods. And that's because this place serves as a portal to the celestial realm, also known as Targon Prime. Now, because this mountain was pulled up,
At this
it
point,
also
actually,
has
creation
some unique
in this
features.
MMO,
For
Riot
example,
MMO
you
might
may
actually
find
drop
frozen
like
lakes
around the same
frozen
time.
horizontally on the mountain. And the very peak of the mountain is special too. Should a mortal reach the peak despite the brutal climate and the deadly wildlife, either they die from exhaustion, or the celestial gods deem them worthy and they become an ascended aspect. There is aspect of war, aspect of the sun, aspect of the moon, aspect of the twilight, aspect of the guardian,
hell?
and
Aspect-
so on. Simply said, after people reach the peak, they become some of the strongest beings on the entire planet. So of course, the mountain is full of people who worship the celestial demigods. And I speculate this is where we could
You
get
gonna
a
fight
lot
some
of
demigods?
cool armor sets. There
Oh,
are the
yeah, some
Solari, who are
fire
devoted to
armor.
the aspect of the sun. Then there are their rivals, the Lunari, who are
There's some
devoted
ninjas, man. Some cool little ninjas, dog. They
to the
mashed
aspect
up.
of the moon.
Moon.
But also
Oh, that's so cool. The capes with the like the night sky on the inside. Oh, that's so cool.
the tribe I assume will become a playable class, the Warriors of Rakor. Of course, besides just humans, Targon also has
What is that thing?
all sorts of furry Vastaya. Near the bottom of the mountain, you may notice that the mountain is alive, but also there are stellar
Oh, that's so adorable. I'll turn them into lamb chops.
corns, a variety of mind-bending creatures, and loads of dragons. Speaking of which, remember that this place is linked to the celestial realm. So this is where we may also meet the star-forging celestial dragon Aurelian
Oh, that's a boss fight. Oh, that shit looks scary.
Soul, as well as all sorts of other celestial
Oh,
beings.
goodness.
A lot of these would make for interesting bosses. In fact, the ascension of Mount Targon would be a really cool raid. Next, on the other side of Shurima, there is Ishtal. This is a
Ishtal.
special
Oh,
place where
Ishtal's
people
small.
are mastering the elemental magic. They are using it for everything. Fishing, smithing,
Oh my God.
walking. And
Walking.
this place is definitely gonna be saved for an expansion. Basically, remember when Icathian asked the Watchers for help? And then that happened? Ishtal was their neighbor, and after they saw the Void devour an entire kingdom, they believed the Void would soon devour the entire world. So, using their elemental magic, Ishtal built massive walls of plants around their entire region, isolating themselves from the rest of the world. For 3,500 years, Ishtal stayed isolated, believing that the world
Damn,
outside of their
3,500.
walls was devoured by the Void. But now,
Did you say
very
3,000?
recently,
How long?
years themselves from the rest of the world. For 3,500 years,
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Damn.
Ishtal
Yeah,
stayed
Wano type shit for real.
isolated, believing that the world outside of their walls was devoured by the Void. But now, very recently, some mages found out that the world outside is completely fine. So now, the Ishtali mages are slowly revealing themselves.
Yeah.
To be honest, Ishtal is
That's like
the
a
most
cool-ass
underdeveloped
place.
region in Runeterra. We know the region has a lot of hunting Vastaya,
Oh, God.
deadly plants, and some
Poison ivy.
elemental dragons. but most of the region is still a mystery to us.
What area?
So
What area is girl that you know my girl? I forgot her name already, man. Where area is she from? That we saw in the trailers yesterday. It was like what's her name? Kaisa. Yeah. She's Void. No, not Katarina. Yeah, Kaisa. That's my girl.
here, Riot will have the freedom to try something new. But now, we'll leave the main continent to visit the last two regions. First of all, there is Bilgewater. If you like pirate adventures,
pirates.
this is gonna be your place. This is where we are going to explore inns and gambling dens, even some local temples worshipping the god of motion, Nagake Boros. Here we are going...
The god of motion, yo, but... God damn. Oh my God. God damn. Misfortune. Hold on, that sounds familiar. Is she yeah, that sounds familiar. Did I play as her or something like that? Or maybe she was a character that I could have played as.
Fight pirates and sea monsters, sea witches,
motion plus bad bitches.
Maybe some demons. And possibly we'll side with Sarah Fortune to fight the king of the pirates, Gangplank. But there's a lot more here.
Gangplank.
Last
Wait,
year,
what is this?
Riot released their RPG, which was set in Bilgewater.
Oh,
so not only can
they
we
dropped an
already
RPG.
explore this place in detail, but it even has a monster journal. And at a quick glance, you can already see some really cool bosses too. However, this place is also linked to the last place I want to show you today, the Shadow Isles. See, every year the horrors of the Shadow Isles lurk out. And Bilgewater just happens to be the closest place. So every year, Bilgewater is fighting the undead. Once upon a time, the Shadow Isles used to be the Blessed Isles, a rich place full of advanced magic.
And all that shit failed.
Long story short, there was a young asshole king who wanted to revive his dead queen. And in the process, he accidentally released dark necromantic magic. This magic destroyed the island and made it home for undeath. In the lore, this event is called the Ruination. And because the RPG is called The Ruined King, it may not be a surprise to you that you also get to explore the Shadow Isles there. And there they have anything you can imagine. Undead horrors.
Oh my God.
And should we ever venture
that
into
looks
these
insane.
Islands, I have no idea whom we're going to fight. The Ruined King who caused all of this is banished elsewhere.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Banished, also left the
island. Shit!
Even Hecarim, the most brutal soldier of them all, is currently around Demacia. So the Shadow Isles don't really have a main baddie. So this is where Riot could push forward some of the side characters. Now, even though these have all been the regions that are currently set up on Runeterra, Riot has already confirmed that there is a new continent.
A new continent. Oh my goodness.
It is planned to be revealed in the upcoming Ruination novel. And so far, we know that this new continent is where the ruined King Viego is from. And this is also where he was banished at the end of his story. All we know about that place is that it is quite mystical. There are yet more dragons here. Oh shit,
undead dragons.
Gamavor, which is the ruined King's nation, has a lot of draconic armor.
Hey, that art is insanely tough. That art is insanely tough.
So should Riot run out of places to explore, don't worry, they can always make up more. But that's all I wanted to show you today. As someone who's been following the lore of League of Legends from the very beginning,
he cooked.
I'm very confident the
he
setting
fucking
of
cooked,
Riot's MMO is gonna be great. Their incredible writers have been preparing the world for years now. And now, it's time to harvest the fruit.
I'm about to say, bro, so much money, dog.
In the comments below, because
I spent some money. I spent money for sure.
Now I still have 3 more topics that I could talk about.
There she goes. She's in this video, so it's a W already, bro. W, bro. Like the video. Liked it. I already liked it. I want to like it. Like it again. W, bro.
In regards to the MMO, I especially want to talk about the potential raid bosses we can face and the potential classes we could play. And as
potential classes.
Someone who has collected an unholy amount of transmog, I would love to show you all the cool armor sets this universe has. But that's it for this video.
Damn. W video, man.
See you in 6 to 8 years when the MMO gets released.
Hey, you dropped this 2 years ago, so now, I mean, like, fell to 6. Just saying. Fell to 6 now. Just saying. Type shit. Hey, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Smash like button, subscribe to the channel. Of course, check out the original video link down there in the description. Ew, what is that? In the description. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys want more reactions to some more NECRIT and other league-centered stuff. Listening to you guys' suggestions and stuff. I'm going to catch you guys later.